Hi guys, CJ here. We currently have a few positions available for relationship managers. If you would like the opportunity to work in sports marketing, this could be it. The ABA is the largest pro league in the world and partnered with the AAU, representing over 700,000 athletes around the world. Building business relationships and helping bring new audiences to every business we're working with is the goal. We're not limited to one state or region. Businesses partnering with sports is always a win-win for the community. Sound interesting? Then drop us an email and get more information at jobs@aba1on1.club, and we'll get back to you right away.
Have you heard of Modere? They have some of the safest products on the planet, free from over 3,000 harmful ingredients. They send me product specials and birthday surprises, and every time I order, I could win a Modere Escape from the rewards program. The easy-to-use app means I can order anywhere, anytime. Give it a try. Download the app. Use my promo code 3i6W8K and get $10 shopping credit on your first order. Share with friends and they get $10 as well. Modere. Stylish, safer, smarter.
Modere is a proud sponsor of ABA 101. We have lots of athletes using their liquid biocells, like former NFL player Willie Harper. Have a look for yourself. You can either go to www.modere.com or www.modere.com.au. Use our show promo code 3i6W8K. Get $10 off on your first order. It costs you nothing to look.
Come explore the No Strings Attached e-news online magazine. Our global array of authors inspire, delight, and educate with practical and entertaining articles. And with Focus On, we help producers of film, web series, and other video content attract a wider audience. Plus, your project can stream on Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV, and more with our media partners E360 TV and NETV. No Strings Attached e-news, focusing on human interest. Advertising available, nsaen.com.
You're listening to ABA One-on-One podcast.
Hey guys, it's time for a new episode of ABA One-on-One.
Open up, yeah. Open up now. Open up. Open up, yeah. Open up. Open up now. Give him a bone. Give him a bone. Give him a bone.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's time for ABA One-on-One. Today we have San Diego Kings Abraham Muheize joining us. I got my boys Brian and Rick back in the house. Abraham, whew,
yes, sir.
Crazy. Well, welcome to ABA One-on-One, my brother.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you guys having me on the show. Excited to be on.
It's awesome. Yeah, just to let you know, we're covering, we got Melbourne on here, Sydney, and Florida, and now San Diego, so we're doing pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Hey, man, I'm going to kick it off. First, we're going to talk about everything I think you guys are doing wrong.
Let's hear it.
And now that conversation's over with, man, I love everything that you've been doing down there in San Diego, man. What is driving you, my brother?
Well, you know, when I started the basketball team, it was more, I just wanted to do something to actually like raise money for my high school. And I was running a men's basketball league. And I just seen how much guys love being on social media that were actually playing and that were in my league. And I was just posting it all over social media. And, you know, the attention got out and people were like, man, you need to start your own team. And then once I did, it was just full go social media, fan experience, and, you know, repeat, you know, building a fan base to generate revenue. That was really the secret to it. Just consistently finding ways to create a fan base and keep that fan base.
Awesome. Yeah, I saw the thing you guys did with feeding and helping the homeless and, you know, the telethon thing. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, man, we've done a lot. I started a nonprofit organization called Alumni United, and the goal was to just get into every school we can get into throughout San Diego, and somehow make an impact. How can we make an impact in the community to where these kids and their parents will remember the San Diego Kings? And so that's been the whole goal, is just to make an impact and make an impression everywhere we go.
Yeah. Hey, Abraham, how long have you owned this team?
Since 2017.
Okay, so it's been a minute then.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 years?
It's been a good run. I would say 3. This last year, we didn't jump in with COVID. It was just I just feel like the timing just hasn't been right. But I'm preparing to, make some moves for 2021, 2022 season.
California's been shut down pretty much, hasn't it?
Man, it's been pretty tough out here in California, especially Southern California, with the shutdown.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more difficult for us on this end to actually, I just didn't see myself running a season with no fans at all. It just wasn't, the position we're in, it just wasn't something that, for me in my 30s, it was like I was starting a business. I was bringing fan base, generating revenue from it. It was great. But without a fan base, I felt like it would just be like starting a whole new business model that I just wasn't prepared for.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. How many teams?
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Abraham.
Now,
I'm sorry. Say that again.
How many teams in your league?
In San Diego, there are about 3 different teams. There's a Surf, was the Guardians. They're in the TBL as of right now. Chula Vista Suns, who came onto the scene this past year and actually had a great year. So back to 3. Yes, 3 of us and myself, the Kings.
Now, are you guys play only in California, or you play all over the place?
No, we're running in Nevada, Arizona, Northern California, Washington, and we're in talks to do like New Mexico. Want to get out to New Mexico, Texas, and yeah, we were actually looking to go to Texas up until this past season.
Wow,
now,
cool.
I got a question for you.
Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah. Now with your team, Abe, like, because I'm a team owner out here in Melbourne. Now with your team, as far as, because you're in that West Coast division now,
right,
with your scheduling, do you primarily just set up a schedule to anywhere, or does it work in terms of, say, since you're in a West Coast division, that you're actually playing these West Coast teams X amount of times per year, or you just get
typically every team in our division
anywhere?
Yeah, typically we can schedule games anywhere. For me, strategy wise, I like to start with our division and scheduling a home and away and trying to play with some of the top owners who are actually like on social media promoting their stuff as well. I typically try to go for them first, and then I usually try to schedule 1 or 2 outside of the division where it won't bust my back traveling.
Yeah.
So as long as it makes sense, we'll do it.
Yeah,
and every team is different. Some team, they really want you to come to their area and they're willing to cover hotels and cover this and that. It's like, now that makes sense for us to make that trip now. So it just really depends on who we're scheduling with. Like for me, I have a hotel sponsor, so I can offer free hotel stays. So that's one expense we can cut out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just depends on who I can actually book those with. Like Jacksonville Giants, they came out, we took care of their hotels and food, for their 3 days in San Diego, 2 days, whatever it was.
Awesome.
Okay.
Were you guys division winners last year?
No, last year we didn't participate. This past 2020, we won the division in 18.
That was it. Yeah.
Yeah, our first year coming out, we won the division.
Yeah, how'd y'all do against Jacksonville?
Okay.
We were doing pretty good, and then they actually pulled away at the very end on us.
They do that with
but it was a very good game.
All right. Good.
Yeah, it was a very good game.
Yeah, Jacksonville won it a couple times, didn't they?
They're a really good team, man. Those guys are really good.
I'm about an hour and a half south.
4 or 5 in a row?
7 now.
Is it 7?
They up to 7. I don't know if it's 7 in a row, but I know they up to 7 championship.
Yeah, no, they're ridiculous. They're really good.
Yeah, I'm about an hour and a half south of Jacksonville.
Nice.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Now, Abraham, I do a little bit of research on everybody that comes on.
He's a Googler.
Now, so you played for Central Washington, linebacker? Is that correct?
Yeah, I went there as a safety. Then my senior year, I played as a outside linebacker.
Wow. Okay, so from football to owning a basketball team, that's fantastic. You must have.
Yeah, my passion is in sports. I've always loved basketball, but I never tipped 6 foot. So 5'11" doesn't do it. So football was my route. I went to junior college first. I went to Montana State University. Their whole staff got let go. So then I ended up at Central Washington University, Division II school out in Washington. And just so many injuries. I only played in like 6 games in my last 2 years and tore my ACL 3 times, twice in my left leg, once in my right leg. So I knew it was time to hang it up. But my passion for it and for guys that, wanted to give a second chance, being a junior college guy, you always want to give a guy a second chance. You're always looking for those second chance guys.
Exactly.
And I just found an opportunity when I wanted to raise money for my high school with basketball. So it started working out really good.
Hey, bro, two things for you. One, finally good to have somebody on the show that's shorter than me. And number 2, hey, man, congrats on getting married, bro.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm married. I have 2 kids, and I actually have 1 on the way that can pop any day now.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow. Congrats.
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
We've been busy.
What do they call the babies?
Kids
born
are
now?
beautiful until they grow up.
No, I got a better name. Abe. Coronials. Coronials. Oh my God. Hey man, didn't you get one of your players got picked up was it the Globetrotters or somebody?
Yeah, we had a guy go with the Globetrotters. We had a guy in Mexico who ended up being MVP and won it in the SEBA out here in Mexico. And those guys, we actually had a guy also start getting picked up with Meta World Peace. He has his X vs. X and basketball.
Yeah.
And so we've been, networking back and forth with those guys as well. The Drew League, got some guys in the Drew League from it, which is pretty cool. But we've been able to give some guys some exposure with the social media and being able to, get out there.
Awesome.
That's fantastic,
Rick, I saw you light up. I thought you were going to say something.
I tell people that I'm a basketball guy, but I tell people, when I played football, I had an old football injury which stopped me. I fell out of the bleachers at homecoming.
That's messed up. You guys gonna laugh at him about it.
Messed my knee up.
Career-ending injury.
Yeah.
Career-ending.
I had a few Bud Lights and fell out of the bleachers. Messed my knee up.
Okay.
I always tell that story.
Age, now you want to know why we got him on the show? There you go.
Right.
That
makes sense. Now everything's making sense now.
I know we're the craziest group, to be talking basketball. So
that's funny.
Oh man, but we love the game.
That's good.
Hey, Abe, what's the average salary
for the team?
Yeah.
I actually wasn't paying the guys. I started off with the salary and realized real quick that it was draining the money really fast.
Yeah.
And it wasn't working out. And I would have folded the team if I had to keep paying that. So I turned it more into the opportunity of being on the team. All expenses are covered. And basically you show up to play ball. And to make money, you have to be able to bring fans in. And so I had created a link where people would buy tickets, and I charged $15 to the games through our website. but if you got it for $10, you can get it directly from a player, and I'd give them 5 of that. So basically, it was like undercutting myself to be able to give those guys a chance to make money. And when a guy hits me up like, "Hey man, how much are you paying?" It's like, "Hey, how many people are you gonna bring to the game?" You know, there's a reason why LeBron James is the highest paid guy, because that guy fills seats. Are you gonna fill seats? It doesn't make sense to bring you on the team if you can't even fill a seat, you know?
Hey, you preaching to the converted out here. Me and Brian have been looking at ways to, make that a reality out here as well. You know, because you know the ABA has always been one of them leagues where you had to struggle and you had to be creative to make something happen, even in the original ABA.
Right.
Yeah. Hey guys, just so you know, we got about 10 minutes left. So Brian, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, well, with that, I can tell you right now, Abe, like I said, we're starting some stuff out here in Australia, and I'm going to be looking at doing things here in Melbourne while CJ's up in Sydney. And I would love to, I mean, once we get up and running, you know, I think it would be a great opportunity to try and link up, you know, to get a trip or two, either with San Diego coming this way or, you know, Melbourne, Sydney coming that way.
That'd be amazing.
The ABA is it's a global game, man, and it'll be great to try and launch things off. I mean, I could see a tournament happening, CJ.
Me
to
too,
be honest
bro.
with you, I could see a nice tournament that kicks off everything.
Yeah.
You know, because
that'd be awesome.
Because again, I like what you're doing there in San Diego. I do. I really like what you're doing, man. And you know, my hat's off to you. And
thank you. I appreciate that.
At least for me here in Melbourne, I'm definitely going to try and get something off the ground. And, you know, I like the model that you're doing, man. So, yeah, good job.
Hey,
thank you. I appreciate that.
Abe, I will say, you know, one of the things that, you know, as we chatted back and forth a little bit, you know, it's about getting with, and you even said it, getting with the team owners that are active and trying to do something good, you know, and on the media, you know, putting programs together, looking after people in the community, you know, those are the ones that we really want to work with because we know that they get it, you know, and that was one of the reasons that led me to want to have you on the show, bro. We love what you're doing.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, guys. And I appreciate what you guys are doing all the way in, you know, Australia, you know, actually making this happen. And it just shows how, you know, how much reach the ABA has. And I really just feel like more excitement, more things like this could really generate, you know, more of a fan base to make this thing even bigger and better than, you know, than we can even imagine.
For sure, man. We've been very lucky, man. Thanks for having Rick and Brian working with me. We've been able to bring on ABA legends, NBA legends, you know, and because the game, you can't talk about the ABA without talking about the NBA. So the game of basketball is what we're about here, you know, keeping it all about the game. So anything that'll help players, help coaches, help owners, we're into it. We're into it.
Nice. Nice. That's exactly what it's about.
Yeah. Hey, old man.
It's growing it, man.
That's it, man. That's it. Rick,
Definitely.
this is the quietest I've ever heard you on the show. He must be watching.
You talking about
draft.
me?
Yeah, you must be watching the NFL draft again.
No,
Oh,
I'm watching the Alabama draft.
Oh, okay. I love the way you stay on top of the sports, man. That's why we always have long conversations. We end up thinking we're gonna talk for like 3 minutes, and me and him on the phone for like 45 minutes talking sports. Yeah. So it's great. Hey, Abe, look, man, it's a short show. Took us a little while because we had a little mix up there, but we definitely get you back on. We need to do this, you know, where we can talk about everything. Like next time we'll talk about your cool sponsor and partner, King Amarpour.
Yes, sir. Attorney King Amarpour.
Oh man, we've been looking him up. And I always follow him anyway, but I just crack up. I love, you know, seeing, you know, the positive things he's pushing out there, you know. So you can't say nothing bad about the man. He's doing what he wants to do and what he likes to do, and that's great.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He definitely does a lot for the community of San Diego, and that's why he's so blessed. Is the more you give, the more you get.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, that's true.
Brother,
That's
we
true.
really want to thank you for being on, and we'll get back together and do this again. But from myself here in Sydney, say thanks, my boys.
Thank you,
Brian,
guys.
Rick.
Yeah. Thanks here in Florida.
Definitely. Really appreciate it,
Yes,
guys.
yes.
I wish you guys the best, and I look forward to doing this again sometime soon, and hopefully even connecting on the basketball court.
Yeah,
man.
for sure, man.
Yeah,
For sure.
We'll reach out to some of your top players too. It'd be good to have a chat with them. So we want to keep that vibe going.
Definitely, I love it.
All right, my brother.
yeah.
All right,
yeah.
my man. Well, tell the family
All right.
we said hi, and you have a good one, and we'll do it again.
Will do. Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
All right,
Take
Graham.
care.
All right, brothers, and thanks everyone for tuning in to
Thanks,
ABA
Jake.
101. All right, guys. Peace.
Cool.
We're out.
We're out.
You're listening to ABA One-on-One Podcast.
Well, that's going to do it for this week. Remember, you can keep up with every episode by subscribing via our website. Follow us on social media and tell your friends about us. Next week, new guests, more basketball tips, more basketball stories about the game we all love. Till then, be safe and keep your eyes on the ball.
Give him a bone.